Good morning children. Today I am going to continue the lesson labor. I have already done you 2 classes. So today I am going to continue that lesson. So today what part I am taking? Laborers in unorganized sector. So how are the laborers in unorganized sector? So the organized sector of work is that sector where legal provisions do not completely govern. So in the unorganized sector, what happens? The sector where legal provisions according to the law, according to the rules and regulations, they won't be completely governed. In this sector, the relationship between the employer and the employer and the employee means the one who is taking the work and one who is working in that firm, okay, is not guided by any legal provisions. So they are not guided by any legal provisions. There is no need for registration, and also these sectors does not follow the legal provisions of the government. So according to the government norms, they do not follow any legal provisions. So what are the things, different things what the government has given for the organized sector which is not there for the unorganized sector? There are no tax provisions here. There is no tax at all. This includes minor transactions like the people who are working in unorganized sectors are. They are the people who are having the minor transaction, not big deals or big amount or big salary. Like the vehicle repairers, selling of goods like vegetables, fish on head, puncture repairers and other, all these belong to this sector. There is no fixed time or duration for this work. Moreover, they work day and night without break. So they work day and night without break, and most of the laborers in this sector earn their daily wages. So not that if they get job they can earn their daily wages, because it's a small work, small amount and day to day, and lot of labor also is needed, lot of strength also is needed for doing this job where there is no any rules or government regulations or any norms or no registration, no tax. Okay, so all these are in the unorganized sector. So the minimum wages in this sector usually stays below the mandatory fixed by the government. So the minimum wages in this sector, so how is it? It is below what the government is paying. It is very low. It is not according to the government payment, and the laborers won't receive any medicinal benefit or overtime benefit. Means they won't, if they fall sick and all, they don't have any medical claim and all, nor they got any overtime. Means in organized they'll get overtime, and for that they'll be paid. Here they don't have even medicine facilities, as well as they don't have any extra work or extra benefit which is given for the overtime job. They do not get paid leaves. Laborers, workers, like who are they? They do not get any paid leaves. Means paid means if leave which if they are returning back they'll be paid, some organization. So they won't be having that also. And who are these laborers? Like construction workers, loading and unloading workers, brick clean workers, landless laborers, small and marginal farmers, fishermen, beedi workers, mine workers, and many such laborers belong to this sector. So the fact that most of the laborers work in unorganized sector denotes the condition of workers in India. So a majority of the laborers work in unorganized sector. So there are many workers who are working in unorganized sector with the minimum wages. Usually they stay below their mandatory pay fixed by the government. So they won't get that pay. They don't have any medical facilities. They don't have any overtime benefit. And who are these workers, children? I'll repeat once again. They do not get any paid leave, and these laborers are like construction workers, loading and unloading workers, brick clean workers, landless laborers, small and marginal farmers, fishermen, BD workers and many such laborers. So these all laborers are in the unorganized sector, and majority of the laborers work in unorganized sectors. Okay children. Children, next I am going to go to the challenges faced by the unorganized sector workers. Okay, what are the challenges faced by the unorganized sector workers? So, the laborers working in unorganized sector are facing many social and economic problems. They do not have fixed work schedule, fixed pay or assured benefit, and even they don't get fixed wages also. So, I'll repeat once again, the laborers working in unorganized are facing many social and economic problems. They do not have fixed work. So, every time same type of work schedule or fixed pay, same payment or same payment every month or assured benefits, and even they don't get any fixed wages also. So who are these people who all are having the challenges to face in the unorganized sector? The first one is migration. Okay children, what do you mean by migration? Migration means the people who are leaving their villages or their cities and going for the better job in different places, different towns or cities. Might be according to their qualification or might be for the better prospects to get better pay and to lead a happy life. Okay, so here in a book, there is a book called Footlosers. In a book called Footlosers, a study of circular migration is done. It studies the labor of people working in unorganized sector. Okay, in the book it is said that about the people who are working in unorganized sector, the migrant people. So it studies the inevitability of the people to migrate from their place, living place and working is studied in this, about from living one place and going to another place. So migration is one of the main feature of unorganized sector. Laborers of unorganized sector migrate from one place to another place in search of work. So the people who migrate like this have no social security at all. So they don't have any social security. So next one is social security. What do you mean by social security? The safety, okay? So they don't have any social security. So unorganized sector workers face social insecurity. So what is the meaning of social security? Means having minimum needs to lead a life like. So as you have got your basic necessity, that is food, shelter and clothing. Here also the people who have got the minimum needs to lead a simple life, okay? That is housing, health, water, drinking water, food, equal opportunities to work and others. So providing these facilities universally and publicly is called as social security. So I'll say once again, social security means having minimum needs to lead a life like housing, health, water, food, drinking water, equal opportunities, etc. also is called as opportunities, and also to work is called as social security. So what is this? Providing these facilities universally and publicly is called as social security. But this is not available for people who are working in unorganized sector. So next one is children, legal framework. legal framework? Legal framework means the workers working in an unorganized sector. Many legal provisions does not apply for all. For example, these workers do not receive wages as per the work duration, and the wages as per the Minimum Wages Act of 1971. So there is a legal framework according to the Minimum Wages Act of 1971 are not available for these workers. Apart from this, they are not eligible also for Provident Fund and other such benefits. So I'll repeat once again. So for workers working in unorganized sector, many legal provisions are not applicable at all, and these workers receive wages as per their work duration, and these wages as per the Minimum Wages Act of 1971 are not available for these workers. So apart from this, they are not eligible for Provident Fund and other such benefits. The next one is child labor. What is child labor, children? Child labor means children who are working in an unhealthy environment where they have to go to school and do the schooling. They go do the hazardous jobs in the factories. So where do they work? So these children in an unhealthy environment, in many semi-skilled or unskilled jobs, they will go to many semi-skilled or unskilled jobs. For example, children work in large number where they work in firecrackers production. Their work is in the dangerous environment and without any guarantee for life. So they are working in the cracker factories. So their life is in danger. So they don't have. And another thing is the employer gives them more work to do and they are paid less. The children will be given more work. Okay, according to the work, they are not paid by their employer. So children become the victim of this greed of the employer, and in a nutshell, unorganized sector promotes child labor. The last one is physical and mental exploitation. What is physical and mental exploitation? That is a torture where the women are facing to doing the domestic work. Yeah, this is called as physical. So most of the women in unorganized sector work as domestic helpers. So the rate of physical and mental exploitation of these women has doubled these days. So most of the women where they work in the domestic helpers, and they are physically and mentally exploited. As per the statistics of 2014-15, more than 77% of women work in unorganized sector and women are exploited sexually. So such incidents are being reported regularly. So this is the end of the lesson, children. See the video and learn better, and this here the lesson ends, the labor lesson ends. Thank you, children.